something up what wasn't in my main notebook, but was written in my second notebook. First, you researched people who I met in my blank year and is carefully hiding it. Also, while looking at Daphne's, a strange piece of memory crossed my mind with such force, it felt like my head was splitting. This seemed to be related to a book of paintings called The Mirror World, also in the drawer, but I don't like my head splitting, so I'm not eager to test things out. Also, similarly, for some reason, the key to the bedroom is in my drawer. Sure, our parents' bedroom is just an unused room now, but I wonder why it's there. I'm sure there's some meaning to this key. If it's not in the notebook, but I'm sure it means something that the past me put in this drawer. I wonder, is there something in the bedroom? Alright, maybe I'll go to the bedroom tomorrow. No need to write it in a notebook. I'll notice if I put it in my pocket. And maybe there's also some meaning to how I didn't write about it in the notebook. Reobtain the bedroom key. Oh boy. Yep. Yes. Done. 2 months ago, Mashiba Hospital. Yeah, I love the memories on the track, it's fun. One day, a little while after beginning to keep a memory notebook. Are we gonna meet Saichi? Because I really want to meet Saichi. Let's see, Oh, it's a painting. This is a pretty poster. Mysterious up-and-coming artist Mishiro Sui's personal exhibit, The Mirror World. Location, Mirror Lake Natural Park, Rin Gallery. It's an exhibit for a painter, I guess, but it draws me in somehow. Interested in that painting, are you? Are you Saichi? Or who are you? Well, maybe interested. I was just looking and thought it was pretty. I see. Her work is abstract, sure, but those with a taste for it can understand its unusual charms. You must have a good eye. Yes, indeed. Why did this person suddenly walk up? It doesn't feel like he knows me. Oh, don't think I'm suspicious or anything. I'm a patient here, a humble would-be painter. Ever heard of Saichi Hirahara? I'm not knowledgeable about that kind of thing. I wouldn't expect it. I'm not that famous after all, but the painter of that piece you were looking at, Mishiro Sui, I was her teacher once. I was her teacher once, I was. Well, amazing, don't you agree? Wow. She has a bit of a painful past. She even suffered memory loss because of it. Memory loss? Perhaps that's why her art has such an allure. That's just how I feel. As if sucking viewers deep down into a swamp with no bottom. It has that strange sense of transience. Oh yes, I was on my way to my hospital room. I tend to lose myself when I talk about art. Sorry for rambling on to you. If you've an interest in her and Mr. Mishiro's art, let's speak again. Painter with memory loss. Is that why I found her art so pretty? Because she carried a similar anguish? Did I unconsciously feel something from that painting? Dude, it'd be amazing if we could meet Mishiro. Because that just would be awesome to have. The next day. Oh! Mishiro. Oh, Mira. Hello. You came to visit me? Yeah, just dropping by while I was here. Thanks. You visited 2 days ago too, right? I'm happy to keep visiting. I told you, it's just while I'm at it, you know? Don't get the wrong idea. But is it today a weekday? Don't you have to go to school? It's fine, nothing fun about school. You want to go to the hospital, get the whole day off. Anyway, I heard you've been befriending this painter named Hinahara, Takanashi told me. Oh, yes, I heard he was Miss Mishiro's art teacher. He also told me a lot about her work. It's a lot to write down in the notebook, but it's been fun filling it up so much. Mishiro Sui, eh? Oh, right, Mira. I'm gonna go see Miss Mishiro's exhibit. Mr. Hinahara and my brother are coming along, but if you like, would you come too? There'll be lots of beautiful paintings. Huh, an art exhibit. Don't know much about that stuff, but, well, I don't know much either. What do you think? Not interested? If you don't want to, then... Hey, I didn't say no, did I? Guess I got no choice. I'll go too. I'm bored anyway. Really? I'm excited to go out with a friend. A friend, huh? Oh. Did they actually put... Oh, yeah, they actually put the blushing on it. But hey, I like you too. Not sure what's fun about hanging out with a bad kid like me, though. You're what got me to start my memory notebook, Mira. Well, if you say so. Ooh, that's actually kind of kind of noting, about like, her name is Future, and because of her, Michiru can now, remember her future. She can now, like, know things about the future and everything. It's all because of her. She now has a memory notebook. That's actually pretty symbolic. Michiru, you've lightened up lately. It's thanks to the memory notebook you taught me to keep, Miss Takanashi. I found people to talk to, and I've gotten things to look forward to. Maybe I'm managing to cope with this. That's great. Your injury's getting a lot better, too, so I bet you could be out of the hospital soon. Really? Seems the injury has been steadily healing in the past few months while you've been doing well mentally. That should be a relief to your brother. Yes, it really is. I was really so worried for a while there. Thank you so much. Something's wrong with you. Miss Takanashi, Mr. Hinahara, Mira. Even after acquiring a memory disorder, I was able to meet so many new people. My brother was no longer my only ally. It wasn't easy writing every little thing that happened during the day each night, but it was great that I could start my days reading over such fulfilling memory entries. But that's why it was so scary. All these people and events, the precious days I was slowly building up. If this notebook were lost, it'd all be gone forever in an instant. Just that one small thing, if just by some mistake this notebook got lost, then I didn't have to explicitly write down these fears, but I'm sure yesterday's me and earlier's me had the same unease before going to sleep. Michiru exhibit! That's cool! Oh, but it's all the same painting, though. Oh, this is cool. Michiru Sui's exhibit. Huh, so this is it. There's so many Miss Michiru's paintings, lots of ones I don't know yet. I'll make sure to write down impressions in my notebook so I don't forget what I see. This is cool. Blooming flower. I'll talk to people in a minute. 1,000 stones. Michiru Sui, artist, age 28. Oh, she's 28 in this point. Wow. A female artist, granddaughter of the famous painter Renzo Usui, known for an abstract, fantastical style, once attempted suicide in her past, which caused memory loss. She began working in art around the same time, so she has relatively little practice as an artist, but many suspect that experience is an influence. Damn. Lake. I'll have to talk to you in just a minute, Mira. Cracked smile. Oh, I know the cracked smile. Empty 16 years. Well, life and death. Whoa. I don't want to go down there yet. Let me go talk to these guys. Don't know how to put this. Sure are a lot of strange paintings. Especially that flower painting in the back. I didn't really get it. How about you? I haven't read it yet. I haven't seen it yet, so give me a sec. Yes, thank you for being so kind with Michiru. I'm talking with Mr. Minahara. If you need something, ask later. Why don't you check out the exhibit? What can I talk to him? It's nothing to brag about, but I've lost a lot of my life as well. But the fact she was able to become an artist who could open her own exhibit, it makes me just as happy myself. I've been spending many a day sleeping in my hospital room, my body nearing its limits. I wonder if I've done all I'm able to do. Dang, to think that that's actually that. Alright, well, we're going down to the back to what I imagine is the Daphne one. Is it really right to remember? Eh? What? Was that my imagination? But what's this sense of uneasiness? What the hell? Well, there's the Daphne one. Blight. This is myself and my regret. Every night I mourn my mistakes and think of my lost past. It must look like a disgraceful, ugly thing. The meaning of Daphnes is undying. They bear poison berries just as I bear my regret, and so I leave it there by way of my precious brush. The hell? A terrifying, overpowering feeling of regret toward lost memory exudes from the painting. Yes, losing memories is a terrifying thing. That emotion is displayed bare, burning itself into the viewer's eyes and mind. It feels like my pain is understood. Only those with memory loss can understand the power of this painting. At the same time, the question of what to do with this suffering, I feel like I see an answer. People can put such emotion towards things which they've lost, that no longer exist, and leave it in a heavy, venomous, beautiful form. In other words, the sorrow of loss is an eternal poison which stays with people forever. That is what this painting is saying. That is deep. I see. If my mind can't remember the days, the people, I can just etch them in, not into any notebook, but into myself with poison. I don't know about that. That doesn't sound right. That does not sound right, Michiro. I wouldn't go that far. Get out on the balcony. You can check the window in either Michiro's room or the living room. Well, that's creepy. It feels like I had a dream about the past. I wonder what it was that prompted me to remember the past. Mr. Hinahara was the old man who told me about Miss Mishiro's art. After that, I started writing lots and lots about my days in my memory notebook. It was a lot of fun. But that's what made me so uneasy about being unable to keep memories in my mind. Later, I went to see Miss Mishiro's art, and there I saw that painting. Ugh, my head hurts. Why? Why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember Blight? I think I must have seen that painting and realized a way I could keep my memories even while having a memory disorder. The terrifying regret and sadness towards lost memory in that painting, I felt it in just one step away. I can't remember that one last step, but what's there is so important. I shouldn't rush. I was able to remember all this on my own power, no memory notebook, which means my memories remain. Seeing that painting and realizing a way to keep my memories, the memory must still be there, so I shouldn't rush. It's just one last step. Any impetus at all might allow me to remember it, so memory shard recorded, Mr. Hinahara. Memory shard recorded, Mishiro Sui. Memory shard recorded, Blight. Let's see yesterday's memory entry. Oh God. A warning to tomorrow's me. Don't try to remember the past anymore. Oh my God. What's this? This doesn't mean anything to me. Yesterday's me is just yesterday's me. It doesn't matter to today's me. I'll get back my memory of that blank period. Something's in my pocket. This is the key to our parents' bedroom. Will I remember if I go there? That last piece to fill in the blank? Begin the search, part 3. It seems the time is approaching to clear up what happened during Michiru's hospital stay. In that yet uninvestigated room, perhaps there lies the final clue. I better go make sure he's not around. Hey! You should stay put in your room today. I said stay put in your room today. I was just on my way to the living room to get something to drink. Oh, well, wait in your room. I'll bring it for you. You? What in the world is this? If I can't even leave my room, there's no chance of reaching the bedroom. What should I do? Sly little bastard. Made it to the living room at least, but still the bedroom is down the hall. I'll have to pass by you at some point. Is there some in the living room I can use to lower his guard? What if I start cooking here and say I just passed you by? Hurts a little, but I can't think of any other boo-boo excuses. And also, he doesn't have any cooking skill. He wouldn't force me back to my room if I was in the middle of this, right? So if this goes well, it should buy me some time. Feels like I'm making this choice might advance the story in a big way. Do it. Michiru? Why are you here? What are you so flustered about? As you can see, I'm just cooking. When did you start doing that? I don't know, a while ago? I guess we just passed each other. Oh, well, I can make it, so you should go back to your room. What are you talking about? I'm already in the middle of it, so just let me do it today. Right, sorry. Looks like he won't force me to stop. This is my chance. If I can just get you away from here, I can investigate the bedroom. Ooh, send him out shopping. It's a perfect idea. If we send him to his room, he can come visit me, but if we get him out... Hey, you, could you buy me some soy sauce? I want to use it in this, but I don't have enough. If there's not any soy sauce, that's no big deal. It's a big deal. You just don't know because you don't cook. But what? It's just a trip to the supermarket, right? I have my hands full here, and I know you can't take my place. Or is there some reason why you have to stay here and watch me? What are you talking about, Michiru? There'd be no reason for that. Boy, you're strange. I got it. Soy sauce, eh? I'll get it for you right away. So you just keep on cooking. Stay right there. Looks like it worked, but I'm sure he'll come back quickly. Now's my only opportunity. I'll investigate the bedroom. I'm sure there's a piece of my memory there. Yes. Yes. Do it. Do it. Alright, quickly. Open the closet. There's nothing inside the closet. Except for sitting unnaturally at the bottom, a dull bladed rusty fruit knife. This knife. I've seen it. Maybe we should have recorded rusty fruit knife. This knife was... Oh my. 1 month ago, Mashiba Hospital. The sorrow of loss is an eternal poison which stays with people forever. I see. If my mind can't remember the days, the people, I can just etch them in. Not into my notebook, but into myself with poison. No. She stabbed herself? What? Unless... Did she kill Mira? What happened? Serial murders are scary stuff. 2 people dead in just a few days. And of all people, Takanashi and that painter Hinahara, people we know are getting killed. I just don't know what's going on. You gotta be careful, I mean it. This hospital might be bad news. Michiru, you listening? Mira, I'll never forget them, Miss Takanashi or Mr. Hinahara. Yeah, you got it on that notebook. No, not like that. The 2 of them live on in my heart as a poison that'll never heal. I realized something. There was a way to not forget people even without my notebook. So I'm not scared anymore. I don't have to fear losing my notebook now. That painting, Blight, taught me that. How the sorrow of loss is a poison that stays with people forever. That's right. The hole in my heart condemns me. The eyes that looked at me won't leave my head. The voices screaming at me I always hear. The feeling of their lives draining stays on me. Why did it come to this? Is there no going back? Those regrets torture me. I'm crying every night. Miss Takanashi and Mr. Hinahara won't come back. It hurts so much. It's no longer just memory. I'm sure it's trauma. It won't leave my mind after a night's sleep. I want to throw up. I want it erased. I wanted to go back to the past and undo it. Each time I truly feel it. Yes, these people, they're living on in me as a poison. Then you don't regret it? Killing the 2 of them? I do. I do regret it. Which is why I don't regret it. Michiru. I don't want to forget you either, Mira. After all, you're my friend. Mira. Oh god. She's the killer. Please last forever to me. Why the hell? Why did you get this way, Michiru? You were coping using your notebook. You found some new interests. What's one of Michiru's paintings mean to that? You looked like you were having the time of your life. You're right. I did enjoy it, and so I never wanted to lose it. Those memories didn't deserve to just be words on a flimsy piece of paper. Don't disappear on me. You can't leave my memories, Mira. You should know, Michiru. I got a sickness. Something modern science can't cure. I'll die before I'm all that old. That's why I got abandoned as a baby. I'm living with the help of an orphanage now. That's why I'm a punk with dyed hair. Your hair doesn't even look dyed, it looks natural. Who don't go to school much. No friends either, of course. Nobody needs me. No matter what I do, I'm just gonna die soon. Seems like there's no point. Except, here at the hospital, you overcame your disorder just to come talk to me. Every time I popped into your room since, you've looked super glad. And you invited me to that exhibit. All that made me pretty happy. I might not care about myself, but I was happy to be needed by somebody. So if you'll be satisfied killing me here, then sure, whatever. Maybe I'd stay in people's memories better that way versus dying alone from illness, but it's a blight, yeah? Huh? And you suffering? You don't really want to keep pain like that around forever. It's the fun times you don't want to forget, right? So is there really a point? You gonna just forget the fun stuff and keep the pain with you forever? That's, I mean, sheesh, for real. I ain't gonna stop you. Do what you want. If you want to kill me, do that. I won't resist. But if it makes you suffer that much, I think the notebook's the better choice. What'll it be, Michiru? I'm not wrong. This is the only way to keep those memories. I'm not wrong. Oh God. We continue our ongoing report on the Mashiba Hospital serial murders. There have been a total of 3 victims within the past month, yet the case remains shrouded in mystery. Other than all the victims being either patients or employees at Mashiba Hospital, there have been few clues as to... You? Michiru, why are you in this room? You? Well then, I gotta put you back to sleep. It'd be a real problem if you remember the truth, Michiru. It's okay, Michiru. Whatever I do, you don't remember anything tomorrow. You'll only feel scared and hurt for a moment. I'll put you to sleep quickly. Today's bad little Michiru ends here. You. It's too late. I've remembered everything. What? I've been slowly searching each day for clues around the house, and I got back my memories at the hospital. These are memories I won't forget, even without my notebook. That's inconceivable. For a year now, you've been left unable to keep any memories for more than a day, right? As long as it's not in the notebook, you shouldn't be able to remember anything. That's wrong. I've been having dreams of it. Oh. My memories up to now. And what I've done. It's a reality I like to turn away from. And yet, I can't make it so it never happened. Listen, you. I'm going to describe to you the events I remember at the hospital. The whole of the Mashiba Hospital serial murders from start to finish. And if I'm correct, then let's end this. Alright, go ahead and try, Michiru. See if you can tell me the truth of the year you couldn't possibly remember. Uncover the truth. Remember the events one at a time and look back on the truth of this case. If you've made it this far, there's nothing to fear. The only way is forward. Let's start at the beginning. What was the cause of my memory disorder? Car accident. Right. A year ago, I lost my parents in a car accident and suffered a head injury. It was a fateful day, alright, for me and especially for you. That's what gave me my memory disorder. From then on, I stopped making new memories. What happened to me after my injury? Put in Mashiba Hospital. To have my injury treated, I was put in Mashaba Hospital, but the only memories I've recalled have been between now and 3 months ago. Before that, I had no memory notebook, and probably half of those forgotten days were spent in a comatose state. Yeah, you slept for about half a year after the accident, then spent another 3 months all hollow. Ooh, hollow. Bringing in that Atsuro reference. But those aren't what's important. This case began 3 months ago. So what happened 3 months ago? Yes, I began my notebook because Nurse Takanashi recommended it. To remember Mira. To remember who Mira was, that little thing is what kicked it off. 9 months after the accident, you finally started trying to recover. Though I fumbled with it, with this I could make memories once more. Next, 2 months ago, what happened? Seeing Blight. Yes, I encountered that painting. Painting? The reason for that was I met a painter named Mr. Hinohara and was captivated by Miss Mishiro's paintings. My notebook really started to fill up after that. It was a very happy time. Yep, they even said you might be let out soon. But that's why. I couldn't accept just a memory notebook anymore. I wanted to keep these people in mind. So when I saw Blight by an artist who also had memory loss, its message about loss being an internal poison hit me hard. I see. I thought you seemed somehow odd since the day we went to that exhibit. So that one painting had that much of an effect on you? I never even considered. And what happened a month ago? The serial murders. Yes, the Mashaba Hospital serial murders occurred. The victims were Miss Takanashi, Mr. Hinohara, and people precious to me, of course, because the sorrow of loss stays with you as an eternal poison. That's right, the killer in the Mashaba Hospital serial murders? Was the culprit the nurse Kade Takanashi? No. Was the culprit the painter Saiichi Hinohara? No. Was the culprit Mira Urahara? No. Was the culprit my brother Yu Urahara? No. Was the culprit Michiru Urahara? Yes. Right. I destroyed the things I love myself, and that pain, that poison, that sin was etched into my soul. That was it. That's what happened. That was the Mashaba Hospital serial murders. I remembered it all. Oh boy. Stop it, Michiru. You have a memory disorder. You should just forget things like that. You lost your mother and father and got this disorder, and I know you're tired. I can't, you. Miss Takanashi, who was so kind to me. Mr. Hinohara, who taught me about art. My only friend after the accident, Mira. I can't make it so it never happened. I can't, so I poison myself with them. This poison will never go away. I have to carry that burden. Promise you, this is the end of all this. No secrets. So now it's your turn. Tell me what happened after the incident from me leaving the hospital to today. Why did I forget killing 3 people and live at home like nothing happened? I sheltered you. Just after your final criminal act, after you attacked Mira Urahara. By chance I went up to the hospital roof and witnessed the crime. At the time I had no idea why you had done such a thing, but I suppose the murders were your doing. Mira, you were in a daze, you didn't look in your right mind. So I cleaned up the scene and I disposed of your earlier notebooks. Later, the police and reporters came along, but because of your disorder and concern for your health, you weren't questioned much, and before long you were dismissed from the hospital. You and I came back home. You were calm, but you were still spacing out like your mind was still distant. As I said, I guess your murder surpassed your faulty memories to stay in the back of your mind. So starting then, I decided to control and cleanse your memory. Cleanse? Yeah. 1, I wouldn't let you go outside or get any outside information. 2, I tried to weaken the memories of that day by putting you in a boring daily routine. 3, I observed your memory notebook and erased anything suspicious you wrote. I did that every day since you left the hospital. the murder weapon that I kept, thinking it might be found if I discarded it. The bloody shirt for when I cleaned up the scene on the hospital roof. The thorough research I did on the 3 victims to be sure the police wouldn't trace you. In the end, it all backfired on me. So that was it. But that means you took on the crime of harboring me. I was desperate too. If you got caught, you'd lose the only family I had left, you know? I'm sorry, Michiru. I guess I just wasn't enough to satisfy you with your memory disorder. If I'd been a better brother, I bet you wouldn't feel so lonely. I'm really sorry. Why did I forget? Because I took him being there for granted. I thought the memory notebook was my world and effectively my only ally. But even back when I was comatose, did my brother support me? So even if I lost my notebook, would my brother always on my side help me as much as I needed? I should be sorry. I only thought of myself. I wasn't thinking of Miss Takanashi or Mr. Minahara. I keep saying Minahara. Hinahara. Or Mira. Or you. I just packed... Wow. I'm losing my speech. I just panicked about losing my memory. I forgot the people who supported me and put a blight on my own life. I was so foolish. It must have hurt them all. I'm sorry, Miss Takanashi, Mr. Hinahara, Mira. I'm so sorry. Is that it? 3 days later. You and I chose to turn ourselves in. We don't intend to run from our crimes. Even if they were from temporary insanity, they were absolutely my crimes. But before that, you told me there was someone you wanted me to meet. Wait. I mean, this is the blank dream sound. The blank dream, like, credits thing. This is... might be a painful place for you, but I think it's the best place. Hey, Michiru. When you attacked Mira Orihara here, I said I cleaned up the scene? But think about it. Somebody would have come up here sometime. There'd be no time to escape anywhere. Well, sure. I had a collaborator, someone who helped conceal your crime. Collaborator? What? Yo. Mira? I ain't a ghost. Michiru, you stabbed her. But that was it. She was the only one you stopped before killing. I don't know why, but I'm sure at the last moment, maybe you realized your mistake and decided to stop? After I got shanked, I put up with my stomach hurting like hell to talk to your bro. Then he put you to sleep and got away from the scene and took the knife with him. Then I put on an act for the hospital peeps who came running up. Somebody stabbed me, didn't see their face. You too, Mira? Why? You know I mean, you didn't kill me, yeah? You stopped short on all on your own, so, you know, I wanted to help you. We're, friends and all. Okay, maybe that's pushing it. Lied up a storm to the cops after that, too. Mira, I'm really glad you're okay. I'm sorry. Dang, so she's still alive. She never died. Hey, Michiru. What you? About that picture, Blight. Yeah? I saw it too, with the explanation and all. Blight. This is myself and my regret. Every night I mourn my mistakes and think of my lost past. It must look like a disgraceful, ugly thing. The meaning of Daphne's is undying. They bear poison berries just as I bear my regret, and so I leave it here by way of my precious brush. I think this is what it's talking about. Michiru Usui definitely put it in there. The regret she felt toward her memories, she spit it all out into that painting so that she wouldn't look back anymore. So we, and you, will atone for our sins and live with them. I'm sure we can start anew. Yeah. No doubt I'll continue to suffer for my poisons. Tomorrow's me will too, and the me after that. But even knowing they'll be eternal, I put them in me myself. Even if it's poison, they're precious memories. Until the day I can fully atone, those 3 months of poison will make me suffer. And I'll keep dreaming of that blight. Dang. And that's it. That is the end of the game. Made by Kanawo, which again, same person who made Blank Dream, which is why I had so many Blank Dream Easter eggs. That was awesome. In a way. To me, obviously it wasn't as good as Blank Dream because I had a more developed story and everything. But Blight Dream just adds to it, I guess. Like you can say it's like a standalone like expansion to the story, I guess. It's nothing big expansion because it doesn't talk too much about Mishiro and all that, but it goes with it, I guess. Still, I do admit this is definitely a good game. Freaking crazy, but it was good. Hananashi? Oh, at least we know where Takanashi came from. It's like a little deal to go with. Final Beta Lab. I don't know. I just didn't expect that, her being the murderer. I mean, we figured Yu was gonna be crazy, because Yu is crazy. Like, it seemed like he was so crazy trying to knock her out, but what he was doing, even though it was a terrible thing to do, was trying to keep her from remembering so she wouldn't have to feel the pain anymore. And like I said, it's a terrible thing to do, but it happened. Crazy game. Yep, the end, alright. Dang. That's it. But yeah, everyone, that was Blight Dream. A very good game, in my opinion. I really did enjoy it. Again, I still don't think it was as good as Blank Dream, so sorry, Kanawo. Your first game was so much better. Or, you know, in this, like, little series type bit. That one was way better, in my opinion, but Blight Dream I still like quite a bit, so that's awesome. I would really love to play more games created by Kanawo, but the problem is that the person who makes these translations, they only translated these two games, Blank Dream and Blight Dream. They didn't translate any more of Kanawo's games, which really upsets me because I'd like to play some of their other games. Like, I really want to, it's just they're all in Japanese. And I'm pretty sure they're written in, what's it called? Kanji. I'm pretty sure it's all written in kanji, which is the, you know, like, okay, you see the symbols right there? That's basically kanji, I believe. You know, like right above Blank Dream. Not directly above it, like the one right above that. I believe that's what that's called. And so, obviously, have to figure out how to do that. You know, I'm gonna have to figure out how to read kanji, which that will take years. So that's not happening. But it'd be nice if there are any more translations out there. Even if it's a fan translation on a website, I will take that. I will read off of the website as we're looking at the game. Just so you guys know what it's saying. I don't know. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this little series. It should maybe be about... This whole entire session I've been recording should be about 2 or 3 parts, maybe. So altogether, this should be about 3 or 4 parts altogether. So I just have to create me some thumbnails, because that's what I do with these games. If you have any more games that you'd like to suggest that are any bit like this, like certain RPG games, RPG Maker and stuff, games like this, creating this engine, which is, I forget what it's called, Smile something engine, Smile 3D, I think, I don't know. Regardless, if you know any good games you'd love, that, you know, you think I'd like to see, then do not hesitate to comment down below, because I'd love to see them. So anyway, thank you all for watching again, and I'll see you next time, so goodbye everybody.